in the West or in the States or Northern America, when a tremor turns into an earthquake, it's usually because of it's certain locations, or else it could be perhaps of like underground water that's been drawn out, and there's what we call what's it what that hole. Sometimes people over drain the underground water， 就是地下水它把它抽干了以后，地下就会动。Yeah, so that happens, and that sometimes causes little tremors, especially. But generally, nobody really cares about earthquakes but us. Yeah, here in Asia, us Japanese people and Taiwanese people, we care a lot about earthquakes. So sometimes even my Singaporean friends, they would message us. They would message me privately and say, "Are you guys okay? I saw you guys have an earthquake in Taiwan," and they think it's one of those huge major earthquakes, but we're like, "Yeah, we're okay."
Okay.
It's not a big deal. Yeah. Cool.
Okay,
Good to
got
have you
it.
with us tonight, Stephen. Haven't seen you for a while. I hope you're doing good.
Yeah, I couldn't be better, but overtime is often.
What do you mean by that?
Today I think today it could be better. It's haven't loading on my work, but afterward I can have a cooking my dinner and listen to music to relax and to refresh my mind.
Nice. Sounds like a good evening so far.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Stephen, hope to see you a bit later. You can share us a couple of stories from yourself. And you're welcome to hold on, or you can come back on again. So we shall get started. Petty, 我们 Facebook 跟 YouTube.
Okay, sure.
Thanks, Stephen. I'll talk to you soon.
可以了。
Thank you very much, Petty. 我看看你的 audio 可以帮你调高一点点，因为我外面下雨有点大声，不知道 Petty 你那边有没有听得到？
没有，我没听到。
没有吗？哎呀，那隔音真好啊。还好有这么厉害的麦克风帮我，因为之前看到感觉有一个哔哔叭叭哔哔叭叭的声音，外面的那个雨遮是铁的，所以 it makes a whole lot of noise. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining us tonight on another 15 Minutes Live podcast, and I am your host tonight, John, and our co-host Petty.
Hi.
Petty, say hi to everybody. Yes, and Petty was a little busy earlier with his technical problem, but we've overcame that. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, and thank you for sticking with us. And tonight we have 17 people. That's fantastic. We see some new faces, and we see some old faces too. So this is how it goes, guys. 就是如果我们今天有看到一些新朋友啦，也有看到一些我们的通勤家族，所以呢，就跟大家稍微快的做一个简介，就是说，今天每一次呢，我们做15 Minutes Live Podcast 呢，我跟佩利这边呢，也是会同步在我们的 Facebook 粉专跟我们的 YouTube 的 Main Channel 主频道里面呢，也会做直播。那主要的原因是说，是我们还有很多通勤家族是在不同的平台，习惯于不同的平台啦，所以我们尽量让大家能够尽量的参与这样子。那另外就是我们每一次的15 Minutes Live Podcast 呢，我们都会借由一些主题来就是有如我刚刚跟大家分享，就说借由一些主题呢，我们来引导大家来做一个热身就是然后让创造一个环境呢，让大家在这边有听跟说的可能，然后创造一个大家很 comfortable 来应用这个英语这个环境所以像刚刚 Steven 呢，大家就有听到说，Steven 一上来他就很习惯了这个 environment， 所以 Steven 我们通勤家族也是常常看到所以那我们通常进行的程序会是这样啦，就是我会做一个，我跟 Patty 呢会做一个分享，在前面的就是把今天呢，我们今天有准备了6个日常呢常用的这个谚语我们做一个分享，然后给大家做一个引导然后呢之后呢，我们就会 invite 大家可以上来。就是自愿非自愿，我们通常都会先找几个志愿者啦，然后再来做邀请希望大家给自己一个机会，来聊聊都没有问题，那也没有对或错。那如果有一些需要调整的地方呢，就由John老师这边呢跟大家做一些补充。不过基本上就是你常用， 然后呢就会越用越有得心应手这样子。OK， so you make yourself comfortable is the best first step for yourself. Okay, don't worry too much about grammar. Don't worry too much about whether you're using the right word. It doesn't matter. And as long as this is an English and Chinese bilingual environment, you can get yourself a step in the door first， 就可以先做出你的第一步哦。那这样子呢，之后你对这个自我的对英语的抗拒呢，就会慢慢减少 ，and it'll get easier from there on. Okay, so today's topic we're going to be talking about 6 common proverbs that you can use in daily life. 那佩利，我们今天这6个嘞，你可能也稍微看了一下，对不对？我们就先破题好了。你觉得最难用到的是哪一个？
啊，
最难用到的，
最难。
对，你觉得我选的都蛮好用的吗？
我觉得都还好，可以，应该都用得到吧。
日常其实加减都用得到，我尽量是这样的。不过你知道，有时候我们这个老师自己挑，就是自己的生活常遇到的东西才会就是用嘛。可是每个人的生活的那个精彩度不一样，对不对？我们当然这个谚语还有好几百种啊，可以学的。那就是说，我们从这个先入门。那我们就先分享第一个好了。Let's talk about the first proverb today. The first proverb is "A bird in hand is worth two in the bush."A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. 那我翻译，这个是我用Google 翻译的哦。手里抓着一只鸟，比你在树丛里面2只还好。So a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. 然后呢，其实我看到的这个呢，其实当然啦，就是我们现在还不到深夜哦，所以不能讲深夜的搞笑的笑话。不过手里抓着一只鸟，其实中文听起来就很奇怪了，对不对？不过就是从一个猎人的角度说，你与其打到一只鸟，然后那只鸟已经是你掌握得到的，对不对？胜过你在树上看到有那么多只鸟等着你去打。So it means things that you already have. You must be happy with what you already have. What you have is already more valuable than what you hope to get. All right. 所以其实我们中文也有类似的谚语，对不对？
类似的谚语哦，成语是比较好想啊。成语就是
成语
知足，
成语也有类似的。
对，
好，
对，
所以我们其实这个古人的智慧就是这样子，对不对？叫你要知足啊，叫你要做事情要踏实一点。
没错。
Yeah, so a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. All right. 那这个佩里，我们最近有什么样的议题可以引用到我们第一个这个 proverb 嘞？ A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. 这时候我们就要有培养联想力了。对不对？就我们那个被殴打的国会立委。好，其实这个议题其实是很 serious， 可是我必须要讲，就是这对方真的太强了。这位先生就是太强了，对不对？他一直常常在处理他的 bird in hand。对。然后当然他的布局里面的 bird 也不少啦。对不对？听说他在布局的时候是蛮厉害的，对不对？可是他这个人掌控的他那个就是他的 first bird，the bird in hand， 对不对？这只鸟就很大了，他要抓住一个大目标，他就可以去处理其他的小目标。对 ，so I guess it's applicable， 有一点点连通了哈。不过应该是说，还是一样要脚踏实地的把这个最确实的那个事情，对不对？做老实了哈，把老实做好了，这样，然后把它收起来。All right, moving on to the second proverb today. Beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. 乞丐呢不能成为有选择的那一位。 Okay. So people who depend on the generosity of others cannot pick or choose things per their liking. They have to accept. 他们应该要接受。所以 beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. 好，那这个佩里，我们这个哪个状况可以用这个 beggars can't be choosers
啊？可是我觉得这个也就其实可以呼应，应该讲说，我觉得这句话的逻辑是对的，但可是用法，我觉得就现在来讲，比较没有那么政治正确。对，
你说，我们来看看，
对啊，因为
能不能用？
就是乞丐之所以不能成为选择者，就是因为他没有其他的筹码，所以他没有办法去做选择，人家给他就必须要接受。
That's right.
对，但是可是这样子的事情就是，他其实也是有选择，他可以选择他不要。我的意思说他不可能不能选 A 跟 B， 但他可以选择 A 或 nothing。
OK，
对，就是
OK，
你也不能加诸你，如果假设我们今天是善意好了，可是别人也是有可以选择不接受你的善意。我觉得这是现在比较新的思维啊，就是等于说，不是说我们施舍他，或是我们救助他，对方就一定要接受。对，大概是这样。
可是以前古时候的人就会觉得说，你自己生存都有问题了，人家的恩惠你就是对不对？你哪有挑三拣四的？好 ，beggars can't be choosers. So in other words， 我们还有另外一种方式，就是说，比如说像我高中的时候 ，just like back in high school. So during break, we would go and hang out at the tuck shop. 我们就跑去福利社嘛，对不对？就买饮料什么的。那这个买饮料啊，有时候对不对？你这个好朋友、好兄弟 ，so you might want to buy your friends a drink， 对不对？那今天有什么你就买什么嘛，对不对？买了以后呢，拿回去教室请同学喝的时候，他说怎么没有 Sprite？ 你给他 Coke， 对不对？那这个时候就是 beggars can't be choosers，right？ 你就一句回他 beggars can't be choosers， 这就是我的高中生活，对。很多时候会被同学垃圾话，你怎么没有帮我买 Sprite？ 就明明是我也没有特别说我要请他，
是，
对不对？我也没有特别说怎么样，我只是今天心情好，就给他这一句话，我就惹毛了我。对，我就回他一句说 ，Beggars can't be choosers。对。所以这个状况就是古时候人留下的，beggars can't be choosers。那当然，就像佩利我说的，现在新思维真的好像对我们的脑袋打开了，就是大家的选择变多了，就即便看起来没有选择的选择，也是有选择。
对，
好的 ，Moving on to the next proverb. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 如果没有坏掉的话，就不用修了哈。So if something is working already, don't change it, don't fix it unnecessarily. OK， 所以这个呢，我个人很常用，尤其是听到很多人的，就是他们有一些生活上的疑难杂症啊，或者是说不只是说在器材上的使用啦，就是说生活啦，然后跟朋友的感情啦等等的。If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 主要的用意在于说，一件事就顺的就好了，你不用刻意的为了更好而去改变它。
但这样就不会进步，
就不会，就是说这件事本来好好的嘛，然后结果你就弄巧成拙。
对，
好，所以可能我们的成语弄巧成拙是更比较接近这个
没错。
So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. 那当然，这个呢是从我们的所谓的 workmanship， 对不对？我们从这个所谓的工人这一块去讨论的。比如说一个东西，然后本来这个螺丝你不用开，然后你就去拆了，它本来好好的，结果给你一拆了就弄不回去了。And it happens. Okay, when you're a kid, you just can't help yourself. 你小时候呢，你就是没办法。不能自主的想要去把那个打开，然后就好好的一个乐高，好好一个玩具就那个了，然后你就吃竹笋炒肉丝这样。I've had those days， 那时候在台湾，在那时候还小还没有出国的时候，就常常在家就是吃竹笋炒肉丝，对，吃很饱。小时候很皮，所以什么都到家里面3个小时就拆开了。I had to do that. Okay, so that's my biggest life lesson. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. 就是好好的东西就让它好好的，不用再去修它，它没有坏掉。All right. So the fourth proverb for tonight is, "Don't bite the hand that feeds you." 不要咬伤喂你的手。不要咬伤喂你的手。Don't bite the hand that feeds you. 佩里，那你觉得这个意思是什么意思？我们是鸟吗？还是我们是鳄鱼？
他这个意思就是那个比较像我们的另外一句俗语，就是“狗咬吕洞宾”的那个意思。
狗咬吕洞宾，
对，狗咬吕洞宾下一句是接叫做“不是好人心”。
哦，你不是好歹是吗？
也可以这么说，就是等于说，我们今天是要帮助你的，可是你却以为我们要对你，就是欺负你好了，然后你就会反咬对方一口这样。
哦，
对
，OK，
那意思就是，其实这个因为要换成另外一个说法，这个就比较像，就是你要存有感恩的心啊，就是、对，也不要过河拆桥，应该是这个意思。
Exactly.
对。
其实过河拆桥，英文也有那个 idiom 啦。那真的就是把桥烧掉，就是 burn your bridges. Please don't burn your bridges. 我们会这样讲、Don't burn your bridges. 把你的桥烧掉。那这个意思就是人与人之间的那个联系嘛，就是一个桥。那你把桥烧掉了，这个联系就没了。那这个呢 ，Don't bite the hand that feeds you， 就是说，我觉得应该是说比较正确的说法是，我比较像饮水思源那样，就是说，如果有人对你有恩惠，然后你还去背叛他，或者是你还去伤害他，那你这个人就不是人了。Don't bite the hand that feeds you。对，就这样，就是很多时候呢，就是我们要去其实外国人不会就是什么孝顺什么，他们可能没有这样很既定的一种想法。可在某些这些 proverbs， 你可以看到说，其实他们这个引用的这些 proverbs 里面呢，其实也有带到这一些这样伦理的意思啦。
老师，我们那个脸书有一个 Morris Ho， 他说
，OK Morris，
对，这句话叫做，这是台语哦，他台语的意思叫后心气候雷金。老师，你知道这句话意思吗？
对 ，OK， 所以应该是说，就是好人没有好报，对不对？
对，好人没有好报，
因为好心给雷击嘛，
可以这么说，对，好人没有好报，对。
其实他没有到那样子的意思，说他没有负面的意思，就说啊我很衰这样子，可是没有，而是他反过来提醒说，你不能去加害于或伤害你的恩惠的那个人，你的老师。你的长辈然后你的老板，就算你再怎么讨厌你的老板，他还是喂你的那一只手嘛。The hand that feeds you， 最起码他还给你薪水。可他如果没有给你薪水的话，对不对？就尽量咬吧。好，delay你的薪水就尽量咬吧，是不是？
对，要共体时间。
没有，你知道每次讲到共体时间哦 ，Paddy， 其实呢，我就说那个。老板，我有50间，可不可以共50间？我的50间也跟你分享一下好了，对不对？我做到都已经歪优了哈。So yeah, we got sidetracked a little bit, but thank you very much, Morris. 对，我们 Morris 就是你看很多时候我们在生活上，你看我们有台语的这种俗语或成语，对不对？然后也有国语的，我们中文的还有我们的英文的，哇，这样其实很多有一些共通点。这时候呢，你的生活很丰富然后这个就是我们这个学语言其实常常或者跟外国人交流国际化的其中一个非常非常大的乐趣就在这里。Thank you very much there, Morris. So that was don't bite the hand that feeds you. Now, it means please don't act badly towards the person who has helped you. 你对已经有帮助你的人，你对他的态度，请你好一点OK. So you may lose the benefit in the future. 如果你现在咬他，反咬他一口，背叛了他，你这个恩惠呢，以后就没有了。所以从某个角度来讲，也就是说，你有没有认清这个是恩惠，这个并不是应该的，对不对？其实背后还是有这样子的暗示啦。
没错。
如果你不知好歹，你就觉得哇，这个都应该的，那当然啦，你随你咬嘛，对不对？可是以后也就没有这个 benefit， 就没有这个恩惠了哈。All right, let's move on to the fifth proverb for today. So give them an inch. 这个 them 不是说他们，这个他们是一个很笼统的任何人哦。This could be a person or give a group of people. So you guys are welcome to change it. Okay? 你也可以这个 them 也可以换成 him 或 her 都可以。So give them an inch and they will take a mile. Give them an inch and they will take a mile. 给这些人1英寸，他们就会跟你要1英里。对，我们其实也有这样子的成语，对不对？
得寸进尺。
哎呀，对，所以这个你看有没有这个觉得很妙？就是当年各国发展自己的这个计算的，对不对？计量法，结果呢，成语都是这样，都是拿这个来比较，对不对？比较两个人的感情，对不对？我给你一个恩惠，你不要再跟我谈心说，什么东西不够这样子。Okay? So give somebody an inch and they will, or he or she will take a mile. So if you give somebody a small amount of power or freedom to do something, they may try to get a lot more. 得寸进尺就是 give them an inch and they will take a mile.
我知道我们那个 Morris 就会讲这句话，那一句我刚才原本要 cue 他一下，他这次又讲了另外一个台语的词汇，叫做扔头轻棍。
这个我没有听过
对，这个就是意思就是软的土嘛，你就可以挖比较深的意思。就是说，如果你今天是比较软的土，你就会被人家就是占便宜，一直挖，然后越挖越深。对，我原本想等你讲完我才要 cue Morris， 结果他就自己帮我们打字了。
太强了 ，Morris 太强了，这个是博学多闻啊，多才多艺这个太强了。这个台语老师他应该开一个台的。来做台语的这个传授所以就是说，你如果太软弱，你就会被人家欺负，对不对？
对，大概是这个意思，没错。
所以台语比较重啦，它用软土的这个形容词嘛，对不对？You are too soft, they will take advantage of you. OK， 所以呢，这个是当然，通常我们在用这个 proverb 的时候呢，我个人从小到大就是遇到会用到这个的情况，通常都是。你知道你在跟朋友诉苦的时候，然后他认同你的时候，他就会说 ，Yeah, you give them an inch and they will take a mile。这事情都已经过了啦，你已经被人欺负了啦，这不是当下在叙述的时候，你就知道说被人家欺负，而是这件事过了以后呢，然后你的朋友就会很赞叹的说 ，Wow, that's crazy, man. You give them an inch, and they'll take a mile. 就是认同你这样子，就是呼应你这次的这么惨痛的经验这样子。Yeah， 所以呢，我自己遇到的状况都是这样，通常都是跟人家诉苦的时候。所以相信我们也有这个，其实行走江湖嘛，难免，对不对？
没错，
会有时候会被占便宜，被吃豆腐等等的，这就是你给他们一点点恩惠，然后他觉得就是应该的。那从某个程度来讲呢，是不是又回到我那个高中的体验？是不是我去想说，我今天刚好零用钱多了10块钱，然后我就多买了一个 Coke， 要请我朋友喝，然后被问说 Why didn't you buy me a Sprite？ 对不对？这个时候就是 You give them an inch and they will take a mile。就是这样，对。
可是现在我们都会说，就是你的给予不是别人需要的，就不是真正的给予。
哇哦 ，OK，
对。所以现在好人很难做的原因就是这样。
好啦，你就不要当好人好了，每个人都当那个猛毒，不要当 Spider-Man 了。
对啊，
当猛毒比较帅。对 ，Tom Hardy。对，我相信猛毒现在的声量也不会输 Spider-Man。
没错。
大家看那种小白脸啊、帅哥啊，然后永远都是那一套，对不对？看腻了。对，看一下猛毒好 ，So you give them an inch and they will take a mile. So our last proverb for tonight: Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. 哦，这个我从小学真的到这个高中、大学哦，常常用这个。Hope for the best and prepare for the worst。所以呢，你通常呢都是希望是最好的，好，最理想的那一块。可是呢，你准备的时候呢，人家准备有最好、最坏的打算。Okay, so you have to be optimistic, but you have to also prepare for the worst case scenario. 你必须还是，虽然你的心情是说 we hoping for the best， 我们是要期待最好最理想的那个，这是我们的目标，对不对？我们的乌托邦。可是呢，你在准备的时候呢，请你必须要有最坏的打算。Okay, hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Right. So this is personally, I feel this is quite applicable to almost a lot of things in daily life. Okay, 这个在日常生活中呢，其实还蛮常适用的啦。好 ，hope for the best and prepare for the worst. I tend to be a more practical person. 我个人是比较务实的，所以我听到很多人有天方夜谭的那种天马行空的那种想法，我通常就是用这样子来鼓励啊，就是 Let's hope for the best and prepare for the worst， 这样子，对，就是要把最坏的打算做好哦，把自己 bottom line 顾好，对。那沿用到我们赶快简单的一个沿用哦，就是回到我们刚刚一开始讲的，就是最近这个我们的市议员嘛，对不对？市议员的这个 case， 对不对？我们都希望这个坏人被惩罚，对不对？可是你知道，有时候法律是一个很妙的事情，就算有这么多证据，巴拉巴拉的，然后我们这几年也看到说，有时候真的是让人家让社会大众就是觉得说，哎，都好像没有 punish 到这些人，对不对？So we can only hope for the best, okay, for the best result, but we gotta prepare for the worst。就是说，可能我们这个 case 大家看到最后，还是难免会觉得不够。对，所以这个就是我刚刚可以联想到的，就是以时事来说啦，就是我们都希望这个坏蛋被惩罚，然后被关啊，然后关到爆啊，然后就把他送到外太空等等的，然后把他的这个钱啊什么等等都没收什么的。可是呢，真的遇见这种社会事件的时候，就真的很难。对，不会特别满意啦。对。So we can only prepare for the worst, but we hope for the best. Yes. 好哟 So those are the 6. Let me quickly recap for you guys. 所以我们今天晚上的 proverb, the first proverb, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. A bird in hand is worth two in the bush. Second proverb, beggars can't be choosers. Beggars can't be choosers. Third proverb, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The fourth proverb, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. The fifth proverb, give them an inch and they will take a mile. Give them an inch and they will take a mile. 那这里呢，这个 them 呢，也可以是 him or her. Give him an inch and he will take a mile. Give her an inch and she will take a mile. 好。And the sixth proverb, the last proverb for tonight, we hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Okay. And these are the 6 proverbs for tonight. The common ones that I grew up with using quite a bit in my life, and I hope this is also something applicable to your lives, right? So coming back to our group tonight, hey, you guys, how you guys doing tonight? And I hope you guys had fun. Quickly covering the 6 proverbs. So moving on with tonight's program, 我们到这个阶段的这一趴呢，其实我们的15 minutes live podcast 呢，就是再来就是大家的互动时间啦。所以这边呢，我们就欢迎各位通勤家族，欢迎可以举手来，等一下来参与我们的分享时段。那我们的今天的分享时段呢，就是什么呢？就是呢，分享自己的这个真实体验的故事啦，或者是你可以欢迎你编一个故事哦，来解释这个你自己想要适用应用的这个谚语哦。我们今天有6个谚语，所以你可以用编故事的方式，然后让我们来猜你是用哪一个谚语，或者是你直接就帮我们破题说你要 这个你的故事是打算是什么样的哪一个谚语的这个例子哦，都可以的。主要是让大家呢加深对这个谚语的使用跟谚语的一个印象 ，right？
我们有高手来听我们节目，
高手。在这边，那我们通勤家族这边呢，非常欢迎我们的老熊精。等我一下，我 cue 他来。大家可能对老熊精就不熟啦，不过呢，老熊精也是跟 Patty 一样，是我们的 podcaster， 然后也是身怀绝技哦，知识丰富这样子，然后就是也很多 channel， 其实我已经他参与的 channel， 其实我不是特别熟悉，因为太多了，你们的 channel 真的太多了，我顾一个顾不完。所以等一下，请老熊精自己来解释一下他到底参与了几个 channel， 这样子哈。好的，那我们有没有同一时间呢？我们有没有通勤家族 any of our 15 minutes fam to volunteer and join us tonight? We've got Steven on with us, Ashley, Nikki, Fiona, Emma, Austin, Sheming, Cora, Eric, Chen and Evan, Guanlun. How are you guys doing tonight? 欢迎大家来举手咯。Okay, I'm just, well, if we don't have any volunteers, I'm just going to randomly send invites, okay?
Perhaps I can be the first one.
Steven, great, of course. Shoot.
Just happened tonight, so I think I can give one story.
Really? Something that just happened to you tonight?
Yeah. And let all of you to guess what
Okay, so we'll guess.
proverbs.
We'll guess the proverb, but you got to tell us the story first.
Okay, sure. It's happened tonight, and my colleague Jackie and we together cooperate in the project, and the project has done almost, and we already to submit the project to our manager.
Okay.
And in this time, it has some thought on that, so he changed the direction to a different way, and we didn't discuss with me, and therefore he submit the project and changed the direction, and I don't know about that until my manager sent an email and thought he have a thought need to discuss with us. And in this time, I know the project is changed, and we need to revise it and propose it again. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so Stephen, let me quickly recap this. Let me just clarify. So your colleague Jackie and you are involved in a project.
Yep.
And just last minute, he changed directions.
Yeah.
Okay? He changed the direction of the project. He changed something in the project. And now the feedback from your supervisor is you got to redo it.
Yep.
Oh, I'm so sorry. So, Stephen, what are you drinking tonight? Hope something strong. 你知道，如果我听到这个，我第一件事就是，我平常在喝咖啡啦，可是我听完了以后，我就觉得是不是来加一点
Need alcohol?
Yeah, maybe I need to, I need to go get, an Irish coffee, maybe.
So I think the answer is obvious. So,
okay, cool.
It's your turn.
Cool. So Steven's story， 我们来猜一下 ，Steven 刚刚这个 story 分享给大家，大家觉得是应用在哪一个谚语比较好？哪一个谚语是一个比较好的例子 ？Patty, what do you think? 老熊精呢？
谚语哦，
对，我们今天晚上有分享6个谚语，
在那个 bio 里面，bio 里面有可以看一下。
我刚刚才看进来，所以我不知道。我看一下。
好，没问题。对。Young Shen, how are you doing? What do you guys think? Evan, how are you doing tonight? And Fiona, hello. Yes. I'm just going to randomly invite people. on? I don't really mind. Please feel free. Yes. So, Petty, what do you think? Fiona 觉得呢是哪一个谚语呢？刚刚 Steven 这个故事被摧残了，被同事摧残的这个故事。I think personally, I would go with the third proverb for tonight.
Give them an inch, and they will take a mile.
Oh, give them an inch. Give him an inch, and he will take a mile. 这个时候是 Jackie 是男生嘛，对不对
Yeah, Jackie's
？Jackie's a guy.
He's a guy.
So give him an inch. 你给他1寸 and he will take a mile. 这是 Petty 觉得的。可是我个人觉得听起来应该是 If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Oh.
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah, 就不太有名，就是通勤比较有名。
You never say that. Come on. They got about so about that 20,000 review or some kind of listening. You're such a big guy. Come on.
Yeah, I think we're definitely happy for the support and the listenership for sure.
Yep.
It's just that we don't try to sell a personality per se. 不是特别去强调个人特质啦哈。
Yeah, you definitely have a professional enough to be an English teacher, so I don't need to use your personality.
Yeah. Thanks very much there. Okay, so moving on to that. Thank you, Steven, and thank you, 老兄金哈。那我们现在回到我们这边在台上呢，有跟大家互动的就是 Fiona, Evan, and Yan Shen and Jay. Welcome, you guys. And let's move on. So next in line is Fiona. Fiona, would you mind sharing with us something personal, a personal story, or something you made up? It doesn't really matter. But the idea is, if you go through this process, it helps you remember these proverbs better.
Okay.
Yeah. So would you like us to guess which proverb it applies to, or are you going to just list an example for us?
I share a story,
Okay.
and everybody can guess what I want to mention.
Not a problem.
Okay. My friends, she live in country. It's hard to find a job, and I told her that she can come to the big city like Taipei or Taichung to find a job. It's easy to find, but she said, "No, I just want to live in my home. I don't want to live outside." But I can introduce some job for her. Yes.
Good friend.
Yes.
What a good friend you are. Fiona.
But she said she just want to stay in her
Hometown?
yes hometown.
Wow. Okay. Right. So Fiona, is that the end of the story? Let me quickly
Yes.
recap. What's your friend's name? Let's give her name. If she doesn't have an English name, it doesn't matter. You can make a name up.
Make a name. Just
Yeah.
call her Cindy.
Okay, so Cindy. So you and Cindy are best friends, and Cindy is staying in her hometown at the moment,
Yes.
and she is jobless, so she has no job.
Yes.
And your recommendation to her, your advice to her was that she should come to Taipei or bigger city or Taichung, right, to find a job. It's
Yes.
easier to find a job. But her answer is no, because she is more comfortable staying at home.
Yes.
Okay. So is she more comfortable staying at a home or she's more comfortable in her hometown? That's kind of a little different, right? 就有些人会喜欢就住家里，还是说他喜欢他自己现在居住的那个城，他希望是离家近的工作，还是
Yes.
说，OK，
She don't want to pay the
the
Rent.
She doesn't want to pay the rent. She doesn't want to.
yes. She
She feels
just
more comfortable staying at home. Okay, got it. Okay, so that's the story. Fiona, good one. So a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. Beggars can't be choosers. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Okay, which is it, you guys? Petty, what do you think?
I chose two. The beggar can't be a chooser.
Okay. Right. Beggars can't be choosers. We got one. We got one vote for beggars can't be choosers.
The same.
Agree.
Evan and Petty says, okay, so we got 3 votes. Anybody else who's got a different idea? Steven?
I'm going with the beggars can be a chooser.
Beggars
That's
can't be choosers. So
老兄
who's the
弟
beggar
yeah.
in the story here? Who's
I
the
think
beggar?
it's Cindy.
Cindy.
He
Cindy's
is jobless. So
okay, so Cindy
I,
is jobless, so automatically she is a beggar.
yeah.
Oh no,
He
no,
can
no,
choose. He
we
can
don't
choose.
mean it literally. 我们不是就是我们是 figuratively, OK？ 我们只是影射说他比较没有选择啦，哈，并不是说他真的是乞丐，对不对？不是说在住家里面的都是乞丐，对，这不能这样讲，好，就是说他必须要跟家人伸手嘛，好，所以这个是一个这样子。So yes, Fiona, is it beggars can't be choosers?
Yes.
Oh, Fiona, good job. Yes, but I mean, yes. Sorry to hear about what's happening to Cindy. She will come around. Yeah, give her some time. Give her some time.
That's okay.
Yeah. So keep encouraging her. She will come around. Yes. I also have a friend who lives in Kaohsiung, and he's like that too. But he's not jobless, but he got very, very comfortable where he is right now. So, you know, and we, the guys, people who, you know, who grew up with him, we're all worried about his career, you know. So, yeah, you know, we have friends like that. Okay. Thank you very much, Fiona. That was a good story.
Thank you.
Very nice. Yes, moving on to the next person in line, Evan.
Or Ivan?
Yeah,
Yeah, Evan.
I would just say a proverb in the sentence.
Sure.
Okay.
You're going to illustrate an example for us, right?
Yes. It influenced almost every industry by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Uh-huh.
We should hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Ooh, nice. Yes. All the companies should do that, right?
Yes.
For the best and be optimistic, be hopeful for the future, but you have to prepare for the worst. So, Evan, what, in your sense, for your company, how did your company prepare for the worst? Why don't you share that with us?
You mean my company?
Yeah. How did you guys prepare for the worst?
Maybe some remote working or telework?
I'm not sure. I think especially for airline industry and travel industry.
Yeah.
But I work at the bank. I think it's okay, not so terrible in this situation.
You're not impacted by COVID-19?
A lot.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So let me tell you how, you know, because some of my clients are also in the banking industry. And Evan, what I heard was that how banks, or because some of my clients work in investment banks, not exactly retail banks. So I don't know which bank you work in, but their experience is that last year, when it happened in the West, when America and Europe were, you know, heavily impacted by COVID-19, they already had something called BCP. So BCP, in a nutshell, is called a business continuity plan. So they put in place a lot of policies and new plans and investments to make sure that even if their employees do not go to the office, do not go to the sites, they can still operate remotely. So that was part of their BCP, their business continuity plan. Yeah.
It's kind of work from home.
not only work from home, but they had to invest in like VPN servers, and they had to rent offices in Taoyuan and Taichung. So even if they're based in Taipei, they had to make sure that they are sustainable. They can keep on working and doing business in remote locations, or they have to have multiple office locations. That was their BCP. So they prepared for the worst. Yeah. 就是说他们其实在台北是没有，就是那个时候其实在家都可以 work from home， 那是最基本的。然后之外呢，他们其实还有除了异地办公啦、分流办公啦，所以他们有很多 policy 都可以用，而且他们去年就做好了，因为因应他们欧洲的就是欧洲或美国的这个经验这样子，所以只要他们美国总部或欧洲总部呢已经开始在做变动了，他们台湾其实就已经有了，对，就已经有这样子的工作方式了，对。So that's like preparing for the worst. Yeah, business continuity plan (BCP). 对，大家可以 Google 一下哦。这个也是去年我才听我学生在分享的时候学的。对，所以
Okay, thank you for sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Good story there, Evan. Thank you for the example. Moving on to Yangshan. Yes, Yangshan, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear. How are you doing tonight?
Great. I just studied English, so not bad.
Okay, all right. So Monday nights are your English studying nights?
And every day is my studying English.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So why are you so into English?
I want to prepare the test for IELTS. So right now,
IELTS.
Yeah.
So when are you writing your IELTS exam?
I hope I can do the test in March. I hope so.
That's not bad.
But then it depends the progress. Yes, how much I could get the progress.
Okay, so what band are you aiming for?
6.5 or above.
Okay,
it would be great.
And you are writing in March. I think it's really doable. I think from the sounds of it and from the way you're communicating with me, I believe you can do it. I think you should aim a little higher, maybe 7.5.
Yep.
I think you can definitely aim higher. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think first we need to make a story for this topic, right?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just think about some story, but I don't know. Let me say that.
It have to be a personal experience, but I mean, it's even better if it's a personal experience because that never forget.
Yeah.
But you can make up one.
I just want make a story and put those ideas all into the story, but it's hard. So maybe I think the story will include some idea.
Okay. Cool.
So let me say that.
Not a problem.
I am designer. I am a designer. I basically design the building and the interior. So one day I have.
Architect? Okay.
Yes, I'm an architect. Yes.
Okay.
And one day there's have some client to see me and ask me to help them to design just their front yard. I think it's fine. I think it's simple, so I didn't. I think because he's my friend, so I didn't. I know he's not my friend, but I familiar with him. Okay. So I think it's quite easier for me. So I just do the design for him, and then suddenly I give my design for him. Then he say, "Oh, it's not enough. We think." Sorry, there's a little noise. That's okay. Right now it's okay. And suddenly, my client say, but my house need to decorate. So maybe you can help me to decorate my house. So I think, fine. I design your front yard, then interior maybe it's okay. Then I decide decorate in his interior design.
Okay.
Then one day he say, "Yeah, you're doing now, doing great, but my house didn't look nice. So please design my building." Then many jobs come from my client, but he didn't pay the fee. So one day I just said about I quit. I don't want to do those jobs.
Yeah.
And then I just say, maybe I could say, beggar can be choicer.
Beggars can't be choosers. Interesting. Cool. Cool. Okay, so Yanshen, let me quickly clarify the story. All right. So you have this client / sort of friend, a person you know, right?
Yeah.
And was he an ex-client already, or is he somebody that you sort of just got to know?
I make a story, so it's all okay.
Okay, cool. Okay. So anyway, so this guy, he asked you to do a design, right? Design something for him, and then later on he asked for more.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
the end, you decided to quit, and because from your point of view, beggars can't be choosers. You quit. You left.
Yeah.
Because you needn't do him this favor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even it's a fake story, but sometimes it will be happen in my industry. Always my client will to ask to do some jobs extra the agreement. But sometimes because you have already done some design for them,
yes.
So it's hard to say no for those extra work. Yeah,
and this client probably didn't pay for the first design either, right?
Even they pay the first design, but they will ask more.
Okay.
Those work to those extra the agreement. So yes, so do those things and can get any pay, so it will be problem. But it's hard to say no because you already. Yes, I know your idea. Sometimes because they haven't paid the first contract, so you can say no, right? Yeah. It's happening all the time. Yes.
Yeah. So in a way, Yanshen, here I've got a phrase that I can share with you. Is if something happens like this a lot, like the way your client treats designers or architects, right? We say. Or sometimes architects or designers would treat their clients a similar way. So we say this is common practice. Common practice.
Common practice.
Yeah, this is common practice. This happens a lot in the industry, or this is the way things are done. It's called common practice. Right?
Yeah.
I can totally understand where you're coming from. Some common practices shouldn't be so common. They're not good for the industry as a whole. But talking about being taken advantage or somebody taking advantage of other people. 如果说我们今天是占便宜或吃豆腐这个状况呢 then it sounds like it's more related to the fifth proverb. 就跟我们第五个那个谚语比较相关了，就是 give them an inch and they will take a mile. 就是占便宜呢，或者是吃豆腐的这个揩油的这种动作呢，通常都是第五个 proverb 比较常用到的啦。But of course, from your perspective, Yanshen, 如果从我们设计师的角度，就会觉得说 beggars can't be choosers, so I quit， 对不对？老子不做最大嘛，对不对 ？Beggars can't be choosers 对。
But sorry, sometimes you can quit because you need to finish your job. So
sure. Sure. Yeah.
So hope one day I could have decided to just say I quit. I think it would be great. Yeah.
Don't we all? Yeah. Nobody likes to be held ransom, right? Or be blackmailed. Yeah. So, I mean, there has to be some sort of respect between professionals. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta say no, but there's a time to say no, and there's a time to just work. So it's a fine line between the balance, right? It's not easy to decide, right? So 杨轩刚刚分享的这个现在的这个状况，就是大家设计师，是不是有一个 Facebook 粉专啊？佩迪叫什么？靠北
设计有
靠北设计师嘛，你其实那个或者是靠北什么工程师啊，靠北什么东西的，它里面其实讲的辛酸史大概就是这种东西嘛。
我其实
taking advantage of designers or programmers and things like that。
我其实有点好奇，他是的状况可不可以用一个词来形容，叫做那个 relationship kidnap？
relationship kidnap 是没有这个 term 啦，外国人是没有这个 term。OK， 我们这个，因为 kidnapped 为什么这个 kidnap 这个字是 kid 呢？就是说绑小孩嘛。对，所以我们讲 relationship or emotional kidnapping，it's not exactly a term。对，它并不是，所以可是我们自己去，如果说没有更好的词去代表的话，其实用这个讲，对方可能也听得懂。
那关系绑架的英文，就是他们比较常用的词会是什么呢
？Personally, I would say, well, I have to Google this up. If you have any psychological terms， 就是说，比如说我们最近很夯的一些心理学家引用的那种 term， 其实都跟我们后面中文翻译的都不太一样。可是呢，如果说我们今天讲这个绑架，就是说，你必须要付这个
赎金，
对，像赎金这样子，对不对？所以我通常会用这样比较简单的，就是 you hold somebody or you hold something ransom。ransom 就是那个赎金的意思，ransom。So he held Yan Shen for ransom. He held Yan Shen ransom 也可以，这个 ransom 就是那个赎金。
Okay. Oh, that's a cool.
Yeah. Or he held our company ransom.
可
以这样子用。
Cool.
对，是这样，就有点我们变成不付都不行了。对。那另外一种呢，就是又引用到我们最近可能社会事件看到的，就是说，比如说我手上有老熊精的，就是不利于老熊精的东西，对不对？那我可以，我就等于用这样子来威胁他，对不对？那这个就 blackmail， blackmail， 这就是被黑函了。
黑函嘛，对
，blackmail，yeah，and it's a verb， so I blackmailed 老熊精。Yes， 所以那个就是比较像 blackmail， 对。所以其实我们在用到这种社会案件的东西啊。就是其实这就是大家在学英文的时候会遇到的状况，就是说，其实我们看的，比如说美剧嘛，对不对？然后看的欢乐的啦，然后我们听的音乐都是，对不对？爱来爱去的啦，对不对？所以我们对 relationship 这种东西，就是两性的感情啊，或者一些东西，就比较熟悉，那种 terms 啊 phrases 都很熟悉。可是呢，遇到这种比较社会案件的，因为你不看新闻，所以你就很难去
真的
解释什么。所以这就是每个 domain 每个领域呢，其实可以如果说对英语有兴趣的朋友们，其实或者是我学生，我都会建议他们尽量扎实一点。有时候不是为了真的要去学英文去读，而是就是反正平时你中文也是看这些社会事件嘛，对不对？那你 YouTube 可以 Google 一些这个社会事件来看看。那有时候你就会觉得原来是这样，然后你会学到新的词，就要尽量扎实一点。来保持这个语言的新鲜感要不然其实重复的，比如说有些我学生他们金融业的，那他就是重复只看金融的财经的东西，那其实很枯燥无味。对，然后他们比如说这个 supervisor 啦，或者是说大老板从伦敦来啊，从欧洲来的时候，其实坐下来吃饭就是3句不离工作不会 social， 就吃个饭就全部都是讲工作。对，然后老板问他说：“最近足球你有没有看 C 罗？”那就没有。对，然后或者是老板讲其他议题，就尽量坐远一点。这些我学生都有 feedback 过，这就是我们我们对语言就是我们太目的性的去学它，说我把金融的这块学好就好了。有时候其实可以，就是让自己真的开拓一点这个 我们最近提倡的双语人生啊，就是说，其实你英文的程度都不差，只是说不够扎实，你没有去找到更有趣的东西。对，可以跳跃一下 ，get out of your comfort zone, and you can get comfortable with new things quite easily, right?
像刚刚央线的那个Spade Up Story 里面，我就想要帮他问一个是，那我们台湾很常讲的 OK， 在英文有什么表达方式吗？
Oh, very nice, very nice. 对 ，OK 呢，英文呢就没有一个字可以形容，所以呢，通常呢会是什么样的 customer？ 就是一个非常困难的 customer， 所以 difficult customer。
哦，那它会有没有什么一些比较 ironic 的 metaphor， 就是一些隐喻或什么的，或是一些那种切口之类的，比如说像 policeman 就是可以说成 cops 啊之类的这样，它有没有什么这种比较隐喻性的这种切口，我们可以偷骂的，就下次遇到一个 OK， 我们可以直接就是一个 metaphor 就把它干掉这样。
熊丁，我跟你讲，这个就是外国人为什么？你知道外国人发明客户为王，对不对
？Yeah，
客户为王，这不是我们发明的、Customer is king 这个 term 是他们的 marketing term， 对不对？所以呢，你就知道说他们对客户的观感是什么。就算你心里面就是想把他掐死，对。那像我们中文就有很多一些这种俚语或者是惯用语，我们怎么会用？可是呢，对他们来说，最已经最那个了，就是 difficult customer。哇，没有其他的字了。那再来就是可能你跟同事互相之间的暗号，对不对？你可以说，哎 ，the ace is here, the eagle has landed 这种 the eagle has landed 哦，对不对？这种就是自己的隐喻，私底下的隐喻可能可以，可是就以大家常用的隐喻哦，像比如说我们会讲OK， 然后全大家社会大众都知道，这种的词，他们对客户是不会有的。哇哦，是没有这样子。So customer is king.
OK，
你只能说它 difficult， 它是一个很困难的 customer。可是困难的表示，这个就是他们厉害的点，就是说困难是因为你会可能也表示你不会销售，能力不足。
Okay, that's not a blaming word. So
yeah, so it's not negative. It's just this was a difficult sale. it was not an easy sale. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's really impressed me. I just think this kind of thinking about the customer as a king. I just think before I knowing that, I think this is just only come from Japan, because Japan has a phrase is お客様は神様です。That means
customer is God. Right?
Yes, customer is God. So I guess that's in the individuality societies, Europe or America, they don't care about this kind of.
No, that is a very fair comment, because I think Japanese people take it really too far.
Okay.
They took it too far. You're calling customer God. No, nobody's better than God, to be honest. 这个会让国外的那些就是那种有信教的人会抓狂。You cannot use God in that sense.
Okay, understood.
就像乔登啊，就说he's basketball God 这件事情也不可以常讲，这会引起很多人的反感所以为什么最近呢？各位大家有 follow NBA， 因为球季嘛，对不对？所以为什么最近一直在吵什么？这几年都在吵什么？就 Kobe Bryant 过世以后，就是山羊这个 term GOAT， 对，他现在就是 GOAT， 就是山羊这个字 GOAT， 因为什么呢 ？GOAT Greatest of all time， 史上最伟大。他不能，他之前大家就叫他 God of Basketball， 这个会惹怒很多人，所以后面就不流行，就是这样。它流行不起来，尤其在北美不容易流行起来这个 term， 所以现在都 GOAT 就是 GOAT。对，那熊金还有另外一个，就是说我们可以说 customer， 我们可以去特别形容它是怎么样呢？就是要求很多的 customer， 就是 demanding customer。
有这个有听过。
对 ，demanding 或 difficult， 这个大概只有这种形容词。那更多的形容词出现的话呢，就表示其实你对客户也不尊重。那你干嘛要做这个交易
？It makes sense.
Yeah, but of course, this is you know, as service industry strengthens， 就是说我们的这个服务业越来越强大了以后，其实台湾的服务业是比较谦卑的啦，compared to service industry elsewhere， 因为他们有服务就是有 tip 嘛，我们服务了也是什么都没有嘛，所以会造成我们在相对的这个谦卑度上会比较谦卑一点，因为我们真的实际得到的回馈是比较低。那国外是 pay for service 嘛，所以只要你 provide service， 它可以 demand，right？ But as long as it pays for it，yeah， 所以变成这样。
Understood.
So it's culturally they don't develop words like that， 就没有像我们特别要去就是用台语变成一个惯用语，对不对？中文的惯用语说它是澳客，或澳洲来的之类的，对。Yes. But definitely, customers can be demanding. They can be difficult, and it's your job to make it easy, right? Because money is difficult to earn. Yeah, money doesn't grow from trees. Yes. 所以这个 I think that was a fantastic question. 就很多人会想说，尽量的中文有什么，英文就要有什么。其实我们刚刚老熊基金就帮我们就是列出说，有时候不是那么简单。所以他才会有所谓的英文脑的问题，就是说我们对对方的文化、对方的文化就是他们的背景越了解的时候呢，其实越容易得到这个英文脑，因为它有一部分是文化的延续啊。对，那所以呢，外国人为什么那么喜欢我们的一些惯用语啊、俚语啊什么的？你可以看到很多 YouTuber 像外国人来台湾，他们很喜欢学那些俚语，很快就学起来了。为什么呢？因为他们的语言跟他们过去的文化是不能讲这些东西的，或很少讲的，就可言不可怒的，对不对？可是台湾人就有 OK yeah， 这超好用的，对，听起来就很亲切。他们语言没有，法文里面可能也没有，德文没有，他就直接学 OK 比较快，对。所以这就是这个对文化就是这么妙，对我们国际化的进程就是这样。Right, so we've got Steven's story, we got Fiona's story, we got Evan's story, we got Yang Shen's story. Patty 跟老熊精有没有要来分享一个 story 的，也来用看看，有没有兴趣
Okay, I can have one.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, actually in COVID-19 impact, so our company is just like Ivan just said, we get a telework policy and some remoting working policy, working from home policy, but there has a problem now because COVID-19 looks like a little bit calmed down right now. So some of the person in our company has a complaint about why I should go company, but somebody don't need to. So this kind of is became an unfair issue. So it's become a very big argument in our company. So after all, our CEO decided to just quit all the remoting policy. So we're gonna go back to working every day like the COVID-19 occurring before. But there has another problem right now because if we go back to our company right now, some of them in our company, they because they during this COVID-19 impact, they just keeping living and do many things in our company right now. So our company is kind of dirty right now. So after all, we go back in today, Monday today. There's plenty of cockroach in our company right
Seriously?
now.
Oh my gosh.
So we didn't.
Terrible.
Actually, we didn't working today at all. We just need to keep killing that cockroach in any kind of sort of way. We just need to using our hand or using any of our equipment or any of the other toxic. We just like to.
My God.
So this is a kind of COVID-19 issue, and I think this situation we can choose a phrase like today is about. Let me check. Yeah, hope for the best, prepare for the worst. The best is you can always keeping your company clean and always remoting at home. But if one day you have to go back there, and you better make it clean again because there's some kind of cockroach problem will happen. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So hope for the best and prepare for the worst. And the worst is to go back to your office and find your office infested with cockroaches. 打老鼠啦，杀蟑螂啦，对，没有人上班，根本就在做清理。Right. So, so according to 我们老熊精刚刚的 example 哈，就是说so people have different opinions about whether to work remotely or go back to the office.
Yeah.
People have different opinions. And so your boss decided to draw the line and revoke all work from home policies.
Yeah.
Okay. So you revoke all these policies. And then once everybody gets back to the office, you guys found that the office is not the office that you knew.
Yeah.
It's not your pre-pandemic office. It's like a post-pandemic disaster.
Yeah, it's totally a disaster.
Okay, so it was disaster, and you guys spent the whole day cleaning the office.
Yes.
Okay, so that's terrible. Yes. So, I think in a sense, just just to play on the words, right? For the cockroaches, you give them an inch and they'll take a mile.
Okay, that's a good phrase.
Yeah, for the cockroach.
Yeah, for cockroach opinion, they think, I just you just go too
That's
much.
their new home.
Yeah.
对，就是这个以前的这个蟑螂呢，可能3更半夜才能出来玩哈，然后他现在发现办公室都没人了，非常好，对不对？猴子可以当家了，对不对？所以今天呢，you guys showed them, right？ 就把他们的1英里呢，通通变成没有英里了。
Yeah.
You eradicated them today. Yeah, that's really cool. Yes. Wow. Fantastic stuff, you guys. 所以呢，今天晚上呢，我们从 Steven 呢、Fiona、Evan、熊金，还有我们的杨宪呢，分享了这些这么有趣的一些不论个人的体验啦或故事这些哦。其实主要呢，就大家最主要的 take away 就是，其实呢，在学这些idioms 啦、惯用语啦，那这些俚语啦、俗语啦，或者是这些谚语，其实最简单学习的方式就是想一个自己亲身经历过的状况，然后去 apply。那当然呢，如果没有老师引导或者等等呢，就比较不容易说，这样子我讲对不对？可是呢，这种东西就是这样子哦，就是如果像我们今天的15 Minutes Live Podcast， 就是欢迎你尽量的使用，那我们就可以导正说，这个感觉不是很正确哦，我们可以稍微用这样子更好。所以呢，就是这样子的这个不断的这个使用啊、应用跟这个撞出火花的这种状况之下呢，你的英文跟你就可以慢慢去培养那个英文脑。所以不是每个东西都用硬背的就有效哦，而是说真的有没有吸收，真的有没有应用在生活里面，就是这个才是最佳良药啦。要不然这个大家会对不同的系统方式啦、不同的学习法啦，每个都学一学，其实学完了都是还是还给老师。对，所以最长的应用呢，直接应用到自己亲身体验的经历也好啦，或者是 apply to your everyday life。It's the best way to actually incorporate a language in your life. So even for Japanese, yeah, I may watch a lot of anime, but I still gotta try and use it in everyday life in order to make me a person, or to boost my proficiency in Japanese, or make me able to communicate with Japanese people. 所以呢，像我自己是没有学日语，可是呢，刚刚比如说像老熊精他分享了这个日语，我有听过哦，对不对？这个听可能似曾听过的，是不是这样的？老熊精就肯定说 no， 是意思是这样。那我被纠正了1次2次，其实我对这个语言的了解就加深了嘛，所以有些时候呢，就是在这种长期互动下呢，其实更能累积一些英语的能量。So I really encourage you guys, and thank you very much to our participants today. And I really, really would encourage our 15 Minutes fam. You guys are more than welcome to drop a message or a private message, me, DM, PM Petty or myself. If you guys have any questions, or feel free to email us at ask15minutes@gmail.com, and that's where we interact, and that's where we will make English a part of your lives and our lives. And that's all for tonight. Thank you very much. 我们非常谢谢我们今天的参与者Steven, Fiona, Evan, and 熊金，还有我们的 Yan Shen. Thank you very much for participating. And just a quick one for next week. 我们下礼拜 Petty， 我们是不是下礼拜会有这个时间上的调整呢？我们来先跟大家预告一下，是不是？
对，我们下礼拜可能要跟大家在礼拜2的下午见面。
礼拜2的下午，对。那主要的原因是什么呢，佩里？
主要的原因哦，
就是我们大家年底真的是那个卡时间哦，真的是很可怕。
对，
一整天卡时间卡，我们两个，我跟佩里真的卡时间，怎么会这样？怎么今天这一天，那天那一天，然后星期一晚上发生了一些事情哦，等等的，所以就是真的到了年底啊，这个大家真的就是忙的忙。对，然后呢，时间真的突然就会变成不够用了，所以呢，就很不幸的要跟大家讲说，星期一不是下个周一的晚上哦，就是星期2的下午。那可能大家就不方便嘛，比如可能上班啦等等的，不过也没有关系，就是 we are still going to be available on Facebook and YouTube and later on in our podcast。所以呢，这个礼拜呢，我也会陆陆续续去把这一个月的12月份哦，我们有一些主题去把它定出来，那大家就可以看一下。我们会尽量的，就是都固定在星期一啦。不过真的到了年底了，相信大家都可以体谅一下，说，真的。这个时间还蛮卡的，不同的业务哦，不同的需求。那也跟大家在这边预告说，其实我们这边除了刚刚老熊金讲的这个有提到的这个公投啦，就在未来的几个礼拜里面会发生，对不对？这个所以我们 podcast 界也有一些串联的一些有趣的一些。Podcaster 会做一些 podcast 活动啦，串联这个活动也是会有。那当然呢，还有我们通勤学英语呢，我们在年底呢，我们也正在敲了一些可能在未来1个月会进行的一些小活动或者是新单元啊等等的，就是敬请大家的期待哈。
没错，
因为我们自己都觉得哇，我们今天这个最近在讨论这些事情呢，在做一些。这些业务上的调整的时候，觉得哇 ，very exciting， 我们自己都很期待这个新的节目、新的系列。那还有我们之后会有的活动。那等到如果有更完整的这个 program 出来了以后呢，就请大家支持一下，因为我们可能会做一些跟实体线下的活动绑在一起做的，所以呢，可能有机会。在台北的市区会见到大家，那先这样子，先 tease 一下大家哈，还不能全部讲出来，因为还没有确定。然后我会努力争取让这件事情，这个案子发生这样子。对我们自己，对，在努力在 cook 它啦，这样子。对，那好，那我们下礼拜是Petty， 我们在下礼拜2嘛，对不对？
对。
对。
So next Tuesday, what is next Tuesday? What date is next Tuesday? Let's see. So next Tuesday is the 14th. 所以是12月14号，我们会下午。那Petty，我们的下午时段是大概什么时候
？3
and 5 between 3 and 5
maybe 3 and 5
3 and 5 3 and 5。那我在这边呢，也要跟大家就先预告一下因为这一周是我们Petty生日哦，在这边先预祝Petty
Happy Birthday，Thank
you。
我就不把他的个资透露给大家，就不能说哪一天，可是我可以说这一天他是这一天的寿星啦。So let's wish him a real good happy birthday. Yeah, happy birthday, Petty. Yes， 他是这个礼拜的寿星啦，不能透露个资这样子要保护个资。所以呢，就是先就是非常谢谢 Petty， 就是担任我们的15 Minutes Live Podcast 副主持，还有就是持续的在技术上支持我们的 Facebook， 还有我们的 YouTube 这样子。那未来呢，我们很多活动其实都跟 Petty 很有关，对，那这大家敬请期待。所以呢 ，Petty 这次生日呢，就给他吃胖胖。然后就努力吃胖， 然后之后呢，我们就努力做节目，做一些活动然后再把它搞瘦一点这样子，然后再给它吃胖胖，对，再给它补一下这样子。然后我们之后目前看起来就是12月20号跟27号的活动主题等等，就是我们的15 Minutes Live Podcast 主题已经都定好了，所以呢就可以再跟大家预告一下，就是因为12月21号会是冬至。就冬至10月21号，所以你看那个时间又到了，对不对？要吃肥肥，吃胖胖。那20号呢，我们可能就会做一个跟冬至有关的主题，对，就是希望大家来那天晚上啊，因为我们不就是冬至通常都是要跟家人一起冬至嘛，对不对？那所以我们会可能提前，那就是我们的通勤家族呢会在星期一的晚上，就是12月20号，我们来一个冬至的单元。这样子，那我有准备了一个冬至单元，然后呢，27号呢，因为那也接近跨年嘛，对，所以可能我们就虽然主题的内容呢跟跨年不太有关系，可是呢，也就是在那一天呢，跟大家一起就是预祝跨年这样子。所以这个月呢，其实活动大家都蛮多的，这样，然后其实就是除了我们回顾会稍微回顾一下今年以外呢，就是主要也是这个也12月是算我们第4个月在 Clubhouse， 然后在我们这个15 Minutes Live Podcast 的4个月的一个周期啦，对。然后目前为止呢，我们这边大家得到大家的支持呢，目前为止，明年呢我们可以敬请期待，我们会把这个单元再继续把它优化下去，这样子，对，去把它继续做好。那我们今天晚上就到这里，非常谢谢我们的通勤家族，谢谢你的参与。那如果还没有就是加入我们的粉丝团啦、粉专啦，或者是还没有订阅我们的YouTube， 对，那可以欢迎去我们的这个 YouTube channel 去订阅啦，然后或者是 Facebook channel， 我们的 Facebook fan page 这样子先去订阅。然后呢，另外不常听 podcast 的也欢迎听听我们 podcast， 然后给我们一些意见哈。然后在 podcast 那边呢，我们主要是跟读单元，比较重，那然后都是跟时事有关，所以呢，如果想要跟进到就是说 if you want to keep yourself updated with the latest current events, feel free to listen to our Monday to Friday show, and on the weekend you're welcome to replay the podcast that we actually put together here at 15 Minutes Live Podcast. And then on Sundays, we do have a program called Look Back Sunday, where I gather all the different daily shadowing articles， 就过去的一些跟读文章，我会再把它浓缩变成一个就是主题性的，比如说有关车子啦、有关小吃啦等等的。所以它在那一个 episode 里面呢，在那个单集里面呢，大家就可以再去回顾同一个类别的。那些统一相关的这个主题的这个跟读文章我就把它重整这样子。那这样我们目前呢的规划是这样，那明年呢就会有更多的新的规划，请大家多多期待啦。Thank you very much for your support. Good seeing you guys. Let me quickly say hi and bye to you guys. Nikki, Austin, Shamin, Cora, Guanlun, Lino, Rhonda.Good to see you guys, and thanks for joining us today. And we will catch you next Tuesday between 3 and 5 in the afternoon. Ciao, see you guys. Thank you very much. 谢谢大家。
Thank you. Bye bye.